Hey guys, welcome back. I am so sorry about the angle. I have like my tripod on my work computer and I'm hoping it does not fall. And I'm hoping the computer doesn't break because then I have to pay for it. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a January and a February wrap up. I've been in kind of a little bit of a slump lately and I do not know why. So I didn't feel that I had enough books to talk about in a month. So for January and February, I've read one, two, three, four. I've read 7 books in 2 months. That to me, I don't know. I don't like it. But I started off the year with a bang. So I don't have any of the physical books with me. And this one I have to buy it physically because I got it from the library. And the first book that I read was The Favorites. I love me some Olympics, and the Winter Olympics I like more than the Summer Olympics. So this one I loved. I gave this one a 5 star. To me, it reminded me a lot of Taylor Jenkins Reid. I am drawing a blank. Daisy Jones and the Six. That's what it is, because it's that interview style. So you get actual story. So it's about 2 kids that they met when they were young and they became ice dance partners. And her dream was always, to win Olympic gold. And her partner was always there to help her. And it's just their story. And then something happens at the Olympics when they finally get there. What happens? Who does it? Is just, I could not stop. I finished reading it. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, the day that I finished it. And I couldn't. I just sat there and I'm like, okay, now I really don't know what to read next. I loved it. I loved the interview style, and it kept me going because, like, who did what? What happened? It was so interesting. I absolutely loved it. That's why I need to buy it in physical form because I feel that I would reread that again. And then I was on a Sarah Adams kick, and I kind of wanted to read her backlist. I have 2 more of her books to go, but I want to give it a break because I don't want her stories to be over. So I did read, or I listened to The Temporary Roomie. I gave this one a 3 star. So it is, what was the name of the first book? The Off Limits Rule. It's about her brother. He's a gynecologist. And then her best friend from the first book, she kind of gets like, her apartment, something happens to it, that something needs to get fixed. So she goes in to live with her best friend's brother. I forgot their names. That's to show you how much I paid attention to it. So Drew is the guy, and then what was her name? I forgot what her name was. It's sad that I forgot her name. I'm trying to see if I can find it here. But I don't, anyways, his name is Drew. See, somebody DNF'd it here on Goodreads. Honestly, I'm just trying to find her name. I don't remember. Oh, Jesse. So there you go. So she has to, she's offered to move into his place while her place is getting fixed. And they hate each other. I don't remember why, but they hate each other. And then, of course, you know how it's going to end. But I don't know if it's because I was still, and I still am in a slump, or if it's just, maybe I was kind of getting over it. The book just didn't call my attention. It was an audiobook and I don't do too well with those. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite by her, so I did end up giving it a 3 star. And I know this is a very vague review of the book, but I honestly don't remember what these books were about. And then at the very end of December, In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams came out. I was so looking forward to this one because I love the One in Rome series. Up to that point, book 3 with Emily and Jack had been my favorite book. So I was like, okay, this is Maddie's story and James' story. So let's see what this one brings to the table. I was so excited to read it, I can tell you that. But when I started, it took me forever to read it. I don't know why. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way because Rachel Catherine also read this book and she kind of felt the same way. She wasn't drawn to the characters the way she thought she would be. I did see some things of myself in Madison, but I don't know. It was not my favorite book in the series. Book 3 still remains my favorite book. There were some things, I gave it a 4 star because I did like it and I would reread it, but it wasn't my favorite one out of the series. The series to me is still a 5 star series. Don't get me wrong. This one is just not my favorite, and I don't know if it's my least favorite. in the series. I think it would be my least favorite. I don't know why. But it is, I don't know. I probably would say it is my least favorite in the series. But I mean, 4 stars isn't bad. And the series as a whole is wonderful. And then I joined a book club here at school with a few of the other teachers. And the book for January was The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I'm a mood reader. I'm going to be honest. I was not in the mood to read this. And it was so boring. I gave it a 3-star because at the end, I couldn't put it down to see who the culprit was. It was somebody I did not expect. The person that I thought originally had done it, because, okay, so what happens is like this group of friends goes to like a party, not a party, but like they go on a getaway together, and one of them ends up dead. So I thought that the one that did it, the one that I thought had done it is part of it, but they didn't play the role that I thought that they would play in the story. The one who ended up committing the murder, because I'm going to say it was a murder, is somebody that I never ever suspected. So they tell me who it was, and I get to the ending, and the ending was so underwhelming for me. There was so much evidence that this person had done something similar to this before. Where was that evidence at the trial? It doesn't take place in the US. I think they're from London, so maybe the laws are different over there. I did not like the ending, therefore the 3-star rating. It also took me forever. I'm so glad I do not have that book physically because I would have donated that book already. And then because of Mel Reed's and Throne of Pages, Isabella from Throne of Pages, I started reading A Sign of Affection. It's a manga series. It's got like 12 volumes out where this girl, she's deaf or she's very hard of hearing, but she can read lips and she signs. So then she meets this guy who's he's interested in language and he's genuinely interested in learning sign language. But she's starting to wonder, is it just because he wants to learn languages or is he interested because it's me? I have only read the first 2 volumes and honestly, I don't know. It's cute. I don't think I'm going to read the other ones. Thank God I haven't bought these either. Dang it, and I forgot to bring the books to return to the library. But whatever, I think I'm just going to donate them all to the library because it's just, I'm not a fan of it. That's just me. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. I read the first 2 volumes and I gave them 3 stars. I don't think I'm going to continue the series. And then the last book that I did read was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Boy, has it taken me forever to finally start this series, but I am so glad that I did. I'm currently almost done with book 2, and I have to say I like book 2 a little bit better than book 1. But this one is like, is it a second chance romance? So we have Yasmin and Josiah. They are a divorced couple. They have 2 children, a boy and a girl. They are divorced, but yet they are business partners. They own a restaurant. So they have to work together as business partners. They still have to co-parent. Is there a spark between them still? Is there a chance for them to get back together? Those are all the questions that were rushing through my head. You find out it is a heavy book. It does have trigger warnings at the beginning. You find out why about the divorce. And it's just, I understood why it happened. But at the end of the book, I couldn't stop reading because I had to find out if they got back together. And I honestly was not going to stop until I got that answer. I'm not going to say the ending, but I think that if they would have gotten back together or if they would not have gotten back together, I think I would have been satisfied with either ending because I understood where both of them came from. Like if they got back together, I would understand, yes, because they were meant for each other. But if they did not get back together, I would understand, okay, maybe it's because they had a significant other that they started, starting a life with, or involving more in their life. Or maybe one or the other just couldn't get over the divorce and whatever had happened between them. So I think I would have been satisfied with either ending. But I'm going to say I was satisfied with the ending. Either way that it would have gone, and the way that it did go, I am satisfied. But if it would have gone the other way, I would have understood too. So I'm sorry that this video is really short. Sorry that I do not have any of the physical copies. My son is starting to sleep in my bed now, even though he has his own little toddler bed. But that's fine because he needs to learn how to sleep with people. He's a horrible sleeper anyway. So I'm waking up at like 6:30 and running out of the house, and I forgot to get the books. Like that one I have physically. and I forgot to bring it. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any one of these books, what your opinion was, and let me know what your favorite book of the year has been so far. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.